At 6, we are taking a look at an issue facing fire stations all across central Ohio: burnouts.
It comes as the greater Columbus area is growing exponentially. So are there enough firefighters at each department when you need them?
Chiefs around the area tell us they are desperate to keep up with staffing.
Tonight, in an effort to show lawmakers and our very own Lacey Crisp the needs for the fire service, the Ohio Association of Professional Firefighters held a training session showing just how tough the job is and the needs that exist.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
When you call 911, you probably don't question if the fire department will show up.
Daily staffing continues to be a struggle. We're still operating with reduced staffing. We have fire trucks and medics that are closed on a daily basis based on staffing.
Many of those firefighters learn here at the State Fire Academy. The state union and the state fire marshal invited lawmakers and policymakers for a day at the academy to get hands-on training and to learn.
You're going to go to the corner. You're going to stop just inside the door.
They literally threw us in the fire.
This has been such a great experience. I am so glad I got to experience this fire ops because I already had an appreciation for our safety forces, especially our firefighters.
State Senator Michelle Reynolds sits on the Workforce Development Committee and was also put to the test.
What I heard today was that if we don't have the resources, especially for some of our rural areas, then those fire departments may go away. And that means that lives will not be saved. So we got to help our heroes do their job.
Sergeant at Arms of the Ohio Fire Chiefs Association, Steve Kelly, explains the problem.
Those folks are retiring now, and we're having a really big problem trying to recruit the next generation of firefighters and public safety professionals into our business.
At the fire station, firefighters like Newark Fire Union President Kevin Garwick hopes Reynolds can help his department.
There's definitely a labor shortage of firefighters in central Ohio. That's not unique to Newark. Most places are hiring.
Like many departments, Newark changed their policy this year to hire firefighters who are not certified as paramedics. It can take up to 2 years for those to be fully certified and count towards full staffing levels.
That is a change from this year. At the beginning of the year, after January, we had 14 vacancies and there was nobody applying. So they had to do something.
Garwick says even when they can hire, they have a hard time keeping certified firefighters.
That's almost 50% of our total staff that we've lost in the last 5 years. 50% turnover in 5 years is just unsustainable.
On the west side of Columbus in Franklin Township, Chief Bob Arnold says he can hire people.
Here at Franklin, we are fully staffed, and that is thanks in part due to a SAFER grant through FEMA. So the federal government's actually funding 10 of our firefighters here.
Out of how many total?
39.
But that grant doesn't keep firefighters at the department.
A lot of times we get a firefighter for a year or two and then they move on, either for a paycheck, to sleep more at night, or just whatever benefit.
Arnold explains there were hundreds of people applying for jobs when he started his career, and now there's a fraction of that.
I think it would help to get into the high schools and continually just let high school kids know that this job pays well, the benefits are still amazing, the schedule is tremendous.
That's where Reynolds agrees and promises to do her part.
This is a complex issue. We need more workforce, but we also need to make sure that there's career pathways for our young people and that we entice them to get involved in this profession.
Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
Well, there is still some good news. The State Fire Academy says student enrollment increased, meaning they're training even more recruits to become professional firefighters.